Welcome back to the Michael D. Show. This guest is no stranger to the Michael D. Show in the Beyond Publishing studio. Migena from Albania. She's a global focused connector, 5-time best-selling author. Welcome back, Migena.
Thank you for having me, Michael.
You're doing so many amazing things. You've got a show, you go live daily, you're a real estate investor, you're an author, you're a speaker. Wow, tell us what's new.
All of the above, because every day there's something new within the existing projects. What's new is we are launching Real Women in Real Estate Volume 2. What's new is the fact that on this volume we have 18 new phenomenal women that get to be part of this movement. So that's new from the last book that we launched. And super honored and excited to be here to share with you and the world what we're all about as a collective.
You're a hardworking immigrant. You've been in the USA for about 20 years, from Albania originally, you and your family, coming to New York. And I've never seen someone network as proactively and as joyfully as you. You love connecting people, you love speaking, you love doing multiple projects, you love putting people together, and it's almost like you're the behind-the-scenes matchmaker that loves bringing these partnerships together, and then you go off and do your other thing, matching other people up, and all these business deals are happening. But 18 new women, how are you finding these women? How are they attracted to you?
Oh. Well, it's not because of the dresses and the hair or the accent. That's a fact. It happens so organically. And I believe that when you show up in the world as your true self over and over, people then tend to recognize the consistency of who we are at the core, the essence. And then it's a matter of, are we a great match? And sometimes we don't know, because most of the time these women don't know what they don't know, just like I didn't know what I didn't know. So I believe one of the key ingredients to allow these women to believe in themselves is me sharing my journey at the beginning when I was a consumer the first time, approached by you to be in the Powerful Female Immigrants Volume 1, and not knowing that you in fact had the right number. And that's how the journey began. And because I didn't believe that I would be this author, when I'm speaking with these women about my journey, I know that they are not ready yet for the most part, because again, they don't know what they don't know. And once I go through this journey and this process, this experience, it becomes my responsibility to sometimes force them. And I say that with a lot of pride, because some of these women don't want to record their own chapter because they don't like their voices.
Right.
And I don't like my voice either.
Yeah, but the first time you hear it, it's kind of weird.
It's weird, but I still go for it. And then
and then you're going live every day.
And then
so
you go
on top
live
of
every
that.
day. And this is how we find these women. I feel like it's a combination of us meeting each other, not necessarily halfway, because we are in different journeys in this world, in this experience. But I believe it's a combination of how I show up and how these women show up for themselves. And as a result, it makes me want to speak with them, because we are not looking for everybody. We're looking for the ones that give us even the tiniest hints that, like, I want to be part of something. I just don't know what that looks like. I'm like, oh my goodness, let me tell you.
Speaking of Powerful Female Immigrants, you were on national TV in Albania being interviewed about that book, but you also host your own events. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh my goodness. So I hosted my 3rd annual Women in Property Management in New York City event. The first year we had 50 women show up. The second year we had about 100. Third year happened 2 days ago because I had to launch this book with all of us. So this is priority, right?
Busy week.
Extremely busy week. And the event was a success. We had 150 women that we wanted to RSVP. We had over 170 women RSVPing, and about 30 guys who attended, either as bosses of these women, like decision makers, head of portfolios, as well as a lot of the third-party service providers who are the vendors who supported and sponsored this event. So that's huge for me. Like, I love bringing people together. I complain to myself all the time, why is it that I do this? This is ridiculous. I am like so tired of this. And then 2 seconds later, I go back and criticize myself for even having that thought, because it's just who I am and I can't go against nature. So I host events, I go live on Instagram on a daily basis to practice my communication and enrich my vocabulary, because if someone were to hear an interview from me 2 years ago in my first podcast and fast forward, you will notice a difference. And I notice a difference. And this is why I show up, so I can learn from everybody else. So
Speaking of learning from everybody
Yes.
else, looking back on your last 20 years, coming to U.S. as an immigrant, working corporate, getting your degrees, and now becoming an entrepreneur, what was the biggest mistake you made? Something you wish you could have done differently?
For the longest, I thought that mistake was not starting sooner. However, I can't say that because timing is everything, and I believe I started at the right time. Because if I started sooner, I probably would not have been of service as much as I am today to every person that's in my life. So no mistakes, absolutely no mistakes. I am grateful for the opportunities. Yeah, I mean, a mistake is wearing heels during snowstorms in New York City, but that's not really a mistake.
You can get
that's
over
just
that.
like, yeah, it's
You're
just
speaking everywhere from
and
Beverly Hills
my
to
feet
New York
hurt.
and Florida and Europe.
Yes.
AskMigena.com is the website.
Yes, askmigena.com. And and again, we can talk about the TV show that I am a part of as an associate producer. We can talk about so much. But bottom line, whoever you are listening to me today, if there is a will, there is a way. And you don't know what you don't know, just say yes.
Just say yes.
Say yes to every opportunity. Then be selective after.
And go to AskMigena.com
Yes.
and monetize every relationship, because when you make the introduction, you should get paid. We're learning that from you, and that's very smart business. And I think you've inspired a lot of women around the globe. So don't go anywhere. On this next segment, your business partner is going to be here on this project, Real Women of Real Estate.
Yes, a rock star,
Ms.
Brooke.
Brooke's going to be here. All right. Thank you very much. Let's give it up
Thank
for
you.
Migena.